Hey everybody, another GMG review. Today it's something different. It's not miniatures, but it's miniature adjacent. I was lucky enough to score one of the promotional packs for Magic the Gathering's Warhammer 40,000 Commander decks. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually played Magic recently. I went and did a whole bunch of like dollar store common grabs, and actually Phoenix Rising, one of my local game stores, was nice enough to give me like a pile of lands because they have like a communal land box when people open packs and stuff. And I taught the kids Magic 2 summers ago at the cottage, and they actually really enjoyed it. We have a huge stack of Magic cards, but we just do like, you just put a bunch of Magic cards into a pile, you shuffle out, 70 card decks out of them, and then you play. Like we play Magic to teach them math and sums and some basic reading and stuff like that. And it went over really great. So I have to tell you, Cash was literally jumping out of his skin when this showed up. He freaked out. And I actually wasn't able to open this box until today. They're pretty strict about that stuff. I wasn't even sure it was in it. There's just a box showed up at the house that said, do not open until October 7th, and this was it. So you're opening it with me. I thought the packaging was amazing. This is not for sale. This is not a retail packaging. This is a promotional pack they sent me to check out. And it comes with like a whole bunch of stuff. So I haven't opened any of it yet. I did peek inside before I opened it to show you guys, but I figured I would open it and show you what comes in here. So again, this is not retailer packaging, but this is hella cool, and Cash is gonna obviously have this this container to play with his, he's gonna wanna use his McFarlane action figures with this because it's the perfect size for like a McFarlane action figure Space Marine. So he's getting this box when I'm done, and he's gonna love it. It comes with 2 commander decks. I don't know if this is a retailer packaging. It looks like it is because I don't think it's just not shrink wrap, but it has the it has like an ISBN and a barcode and stuff. The Abaddon and the Zarek the Silent King, so Necrons and Chaos. I thought it was really cool, and I'm gonna give this to Kat and see if she wants to color it in. It came with a bunch of coloring sheets and marker or like pencil crayons and like a sharpener. Like that by itself is just super cool. Kat was really pumped for that, so I'm gonna give that to her, and then. Yeah, like a bunch of like coloring sheets. Look at how cool these are. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with them, but I think I'm gonna have Kat color some of them. Maybe Kat and Cash and I will each color one, and I'll put them on my Instagram. I actually kind of love this one. I feel like that would actually make cool terrain if I colored it in. It's the Emperor versus Horus with Sanguinius Dead. But there's a Zarek as well. And I think Abaddon? Yeah, an Abaddon. So you got Abaddon, Zarek, like all the commander characters basically. I don't remember her name. Inquisitor. I don't remember her name. The Inquisitor from the end of 7th edition. And then the Stormlords, it looks like, with his 4 swords, and then this just like really cool thing. So yeah, the packaging is super impressive, and then a cool like color sheet too with all the commander decks on it. So the packaging is super impressive and well worth a look by itself, but I'm gonna get that out of the way so you guys can actually see me, and let's crack open these decks and look at some cards. I am not obviously in any way, shape, or form a Magic the Gathering reviewer. I'm a fan of the Warhammer 40,000 universe, and I think that's why they sent me this. So don't expect an in-depth Magic review. This is gonna be an ooh-ah, look how cool these cards are. And luckily it's for the Commander format, which is like their mid-tier format where there's not a lot of deck construction. It's a more sort of like casual. Do I just rip this? I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to rip this up. I feel bad ripping it open, but that's what I'm doing. They're sort of like more casual format for building a deck. So you get like a pre-constructed like bunch of cards. Oh my god, this really does not want to come open. If there's a better way of doing this, I apologize. This appears to be... If these cards are valuable, they're not anymore. There's oh, it's a deck box. That's what that is. I was like, what is this? Cool, it comes with a deck box. So a little Abaddon Chaosy deck box. Now I don't feel so bad about destroying the packaging. There you go, deck box to fit your commander deck. And then that's just a sticker. I'm glad I didn't destroy that. And then this looks like the actual cards. There we go. Multiple packs. All right, packaging gone. Hooray! So what do we got here? Oh, we got our cool foils. We got a Magic rule set, or is this a play sheet? Oh no, it's like a commander. Oh, it's who Abaddon is and who Be'lakor is. Oh, I guess Be'lakor's in here as well. That's cool. And then playing the Ruinous Powers. Primary commander's Abaddon. Secondary commander's Be'lakor. I don't know enough about Commander to know how that works rules-wise, but I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me. When Abaddon's leading your forces, you can translate damage to your opponents into value for yourself. He's got, oh my god, he's a 5/5 Trampler. Mark of Chaos Ascendant. He actually only costs 5 to bring in. That's crazy. During your turn, spells you cast in your hand with mana value of X or less have Cascade, where X is the total amount of life your opponent has lost this turn. Crazy. Finally, point the enemy's defenses. Then Be'lakor is a 6 to summon. He flies, Prince of Chaos. He's a 6/5. When Be'lakor the Dark Master enters the battlefield, you draw X cards, you lose X life, where X is the number of demons you control. Lord of Torment, when your demon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals damage equal to the power to any target. Holy moly. So he does a bunch of dark damage too. Crazy. You get a spin down counter. That's cool. That starts at 30? Or no, I guess you can gain life too. Oh no, you flip it to the other side. I was like, why does it start at 20? That doesn't make any sense. It's because this side is the spin down counter. That's cool. Instead of using a little D20, it used to come with little D20s. Now it comes with this little spinny guy. That's pretty cool though. So deck box, spin down, and then these look like maybe it's like a separate package for my rares. I'm sure there's Magic players literally screaming at the screen right now to tell me all the things I'm doing wrong. I don't care. I'm excited that these are... I never thought I would live to see the day of this. There's Abaddon. Cool foe. He's like extra thick. Why is that card so thick? Weird. Okay, I guess because he's your commander, so you don't actually shuffle him in. He's just this like weird thick card. That's cool. I'm going to try and hold these up. Oh, and then these are all your counters. These are your tokens. That's what that is. So Plaguebearer tokens for all your demons, spawn, token creatures, and an Exalted Flamer that's not actually a token. It's a 2/4. Oh, maybe it's because it's like a rare, commander rare. So token cards and your commander. And then what's in here? Another Abaddon card that isn't like a super thick tokeny card. And Be'lakor. So there's my Be'lakor and Abaddon cards. We already got to see these. I'm trying to like show this without it being, because they're foils, they're kind of like reflecty right now. And then turn counter, and then our actual cards. Cool. What a change. 6/6 flying ward 3. When you enter the battlefield, draw 3 cards. That's a big summon. Blight grenades for sorceries. Destroy target creature. All creatures get -3/-3. Oh, I was in the okay, so black and blue. That's cool. So blue is Tzeentch, black is the Nurgle guys. I would have made them green because they do all kinds of summons. That'd have been cool too. He's 4/5. Reverberating summon at the beginning of each step. Each of your opponents loses 2 life. Beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 2 life. Then for each opponent that has less life than you, create a 1/3 black demon creature token named Plaguebearer of Nurgle. So that's what the Plaguebearers are for. Cool. The Mandate of Abaddon. Choose target creature you control. Destroy all creatures with power less than that creature's power. Okay, just sacrifices somebody. Mortarian's in here. Cool. 5/6. Flying Primarch the Death card. Nurgle's Conscription. Oh, that art is awesome. It's just like it's like a commissar being like pulled into pieces by blight drones. Plague drones 3/3. Poxwalkers 3/1 with Death Touch. The Sloppity Bilepiper makes me so happy. Could you imagine being a non-GW fan and reading some of these names and being, what the hell is a Sloppity Bilepiper? Tallyman and a Venom Crawler. 2/2 lifelink. That's cool. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on the Venom Crawler. It's a grow creature. That's cool. We're in a Corn Red, an Aspiring Champion, Astartes Warrior. He's got Menace. The Bloodthirster. He's 6/6 flying Trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, untap it. After this combat phase is an additional combat phase. Bloodthirster can't attack a player if it's already attacked this turn. That's crazy. So if it attacks a player, then it gets to go again. Dark Apostle, Keeper of Secrets. Karn the Betrayer, he's 5/1. I love that he has 1 health, but he does 5 damage. Berserker, Karn the Betrayer attacks or blocks each combat if he's able to. Sigil of Corruption, when you lose control of Karn Betrayer, draw 2 cards. The Betrayer, if damage would be dealt to Karn the Betrayer, prevent that damage and an opponent of your choice gains control of him. That's why he's only got 1 health. As soon as he would take damage, he changes sides. Oh, the Rampager, oh, that's cool. 6/5. Trample, Frenzied Rampage. Instead of your combat for your turn, choose an opponent at random. Night Rampager attacks that player if it's able to. When it dies, deal 4 damage to a target at random. Let the galaxy burn. The Devours of 5/4. Chaos Mutation, it's a red-blue. Exile any number of target creatures controlled by different players. For each creature exiled, its controller reveals cards from the top of their library. Until they reveal a creature card, put that card onto the battlefield, then put the rest at the bottom of their library in a random order. That's awesome. So you basically trade a creature for another creature. Draktien, cool. Abaddon Sword. A Hellbrute at 5/4. All the creatures are beefy. There's like nothing little so far except for like I guess all the summons are little. The Horus Heresy, cool. It's a saga. As this saga enters and after your draw step, add a lore counter, sacrifice it after 3. For each opponent, gain control of one of your target non-legendary creatures that player controls for as long as the Horus Heresy remains in the battlefield. You basically take people over because people betray each other because it's the Horus Heresy. Phase 2, draw a card for each creature you control but don't own. And then Phase 3, starting with you, each player chooses a creature, destroy each creature chosen in this way. That's so cool. Kill, maim, burn for Karn. Choose one or more, destroy target artifact, destroy target creature. Kill, maim, burn deals 3 damage to target player. It's an instant. Choose one or more. It costs 5 and you can do up to 3 things. That's so cool. Lucius the Eternal, Magus the Red, a Mutilith Vortex Beast, Pink Ore, the Ruinous Powers and enchantment, Zangor Shaman. Oh my god, it's gonna take forever to go through all these. Degree of Pain. I still want to do the Necrons too. Blasphemous Act. I'm more curious to see what creatures and stuff are in here. Reverberate. Chromatic Lantern. That's cool. It's an artifact. Lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color, and then tap to add mana of any color. That's cool. All your lands do that for 3. An Exotic Orchard. Oh, the art for that's so cool. That's so neat. Foreboding Ruins, a Sunken Hollow. So we're in your lands now. Like, I love that these are 40k lands. Sunken Hollow, add a blue or a black. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Are there basic lands in here? There must be. Oh yeah, there are. Okay. They're just 40k themed. Okay, that's what the back half of this was. I was confused. I was like, so there's islands. That's cool. The swamps are Nurgly swamps. The mountains are corn mountains. Here goes Rot, a Blood Crusher, 3/3. Chaos Terminator Lord is 3/3. Lord of Chaos. At the beginning of the combat at your turn, another target creature you control gains double strike. Herald of Slanesh, Noise Marines. The Lost and the Damned. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control from anywhere other than your hand, or you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, create a 3/3 red spawn. Bioblight. An Assault Suit. Artifact Equipment. You gain yourself a Terminator suit. Why is that not called a Terminator suit? Soul Ring, Talisman of Creativity. All these talismans. A Worn Power Stone. Crumbling Necropolis. Molten Slag Heap. Temple of the False Gods. Bunch of instants. Brainstorm, Dark Ritual, Commander Sphere, Wayfarer's Bubble. A Dismal Backwater. Look, it's a guard tower. That's so cool. Dismal Backwater enters the fight tapped. When it enters, you gain a life. Evolving Wilds. Forgotten Cave. It's all chaosy. Path of Ancestry. Path of Ancestry enters the battlefield tapped. Add 1 mana of any color to your commander's color identity. When your mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1 to see a card. Telemorphic Expanse and all those. That's cool. That's super cool. I love that all the Chaos characters are in there. There's a bunch of themed, Magnus being in there and the Demon Princess being in there. That's amazing. Let's have a look at the other one. All right, let's look at some Necrons. I don't know. I feel like it's hard for them to do Necrons in the same characterful way as it is to do Chaos because there's so much to do with Chaos. Oh, I should put these in the... There's a deck box here, Ash. People are gonna get mad at you. I like the spin down counter fits in the deck box. So I just realized that that's probably why that's like that. Your spin down can go in there, and it all fits in one box. That's super handy. All right, deck box the first done. Let's move into deck box the second. So there's my Necron deck box. Cool. Got a Doomstalker. Packing it in. That's pretty cool. I like that. And let's have a look at these cards. What do we got in here? Oh, we've got our little extra gizmos to our spin down counter and who our commanders are. There better be Trazeen the Infinite. He's the best character in 40k because he's just always touching stuff. All he wants to do is steal things. All right, so your spin down counter. And let's see what our poster says for this one. The Silent King, Zarek the Silent King, and Imitek the Stormlord. Oh, maybe Trizine will be in here somewhere. He's my favorite. He's so much weaker than the Chaos Space Marine ones, though. 3/3 and 3/4. Zarek is legendary. He only costs 4 to bring in, though, so flying by will be done. Whenever he attacks, mill 3 cards. You may put an artifact, creature card, or vehicle card from among your hands, from the milled cards into your hand. That's cool. And then Imitek the Stormlord. 4 as well. Pharaon, whenever one or more artifact cards leave your graveyard, create 2/2/2 black Necron warrior artifact creature tokens. And then Grand Strategist, at the beginning of the combat, on your turn, another target artifact creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains menace until the end of the turn. I bet all of them are artifacts. That's so cool because they're robots. Now this one didn't seem to have... Oh no, did it? There was no separate thing like Abaddon had. No. No, that separate deck for Abaddon doesn't exist for these guys. They're just all in the one deck. Okay, cool. I'm not missing anything. Let's just open this suck up. No big token set, I guess. No token cards? Although it said there was, maybe there will be, because it did say there was tokens. Necron warrior tokens. Oh yeah, there we go. No. Oh yeah, there we go, tokens. Insects. Insect tokens. Token artifact creature insect. I see. Okay. So there's my turn counter, or my formats and turn order thing, and then a flying insect token. That's my first set of tokens. And then let's just pull out the swamps at the beginning. So it looks like it's all black with weird Necron art. I like that the swamps are different with green lasers coming out of them. It's an entirely black deck. Oh, there it is. There's the thick commander card. So there's Zarek the Silent King. That's cool to go with those. Okay, it was just packed together. For weird reasons, I guess it was packed not together the other ones. Yeah, it's all black deck in this one, which makes sense. Not mixed like the Chaos one is. And there's your foil for Zarek and Imitek. And then, oh, here we go. So we're right into units. Flayed ones, 4/1 with lifelink. That's cool. When they enter the battlefield, build 3 cards. Hexmark Destroyer with his million pistols. Multi-threat Eliminator. Hexmark Destroyer can't be blocked except by 6 or more creatures. A Plasmancer, flying. Dynastic Advisor. When Plasmancer enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic swamp card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. A Psychomancer. Sawtech Immortals, different Immortals. Artifact creature with flash. Elite troops. Sawtech Immortals enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature that died this turn. Scorpic Destroyer. That's so cool for 4/4/2 with Death Touch. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, and everything's an artifact, Scorpic Destroyer gains first strike until the end of the turn. That's cool. He's 4/2. Track Praetorian. See that? If they looked like that, the miniatures would be so much cooler. I love that they fly. Oh, look at the Night Scythe. Artifact Vehicle. I like the edge of that's different too. Invasion Beams. When Night Scythe enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 black Necron warrior artifact creature token. It's weird there's insect tokens. Maybe they flip? Are they different on the other side? Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah. I didn't flip them. I was like, why aren't there Necron tokens? It's because they flip. The Necron warriors are just the other side of the insects. So they can make insects or warriors. That's cool. That makes more sense now. Defile. Target creature gets -1/-1 until the end of the turn for each swamp you control. That's amazing. Because all you have is swamps. Dread Return. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Flashback. Sacrifice 3 creatures. So you can sacrifice 3 creatures, including the tokens, and bring them back in. Cranial Plating. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for every artifact you control. Oh my god. Hedron Artifact. I don't know what those symbols are. Is that just like clear mana? Mask of Memory. Soul Ring. Yeah, it does it too. That's the classic Soul Ring, but it's for 40k. That's so cool. Baron Moore. Reliquary Tower. You have no maximum hand size. Oh my god. And add a clear mana. I think it's just a clear mana. Darkness for an instant. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. I like that it's reskins of old cards too. Like I like that the Soul Ring's in there, which is like an old classic artifact. A Commander Sphere. Add 1 mana of any color to your commander's color identity. Sacrifice Commander Sphere. Draw a card. The Mind Stone. Draw a card. Thought Vessel. Come on, find me more cool units. Desert of the Glorified. Polluted Mire. Vault of Whispers. There we go. Anarchy the Traveler. 4/4 legendary artifact creature. Lord of the Piran Legions. Whenever Anarchy the Traveler attacks, you may cast an artifact spell from your hand or graveyard by paying life equal to the mana cost. That's so cool. biotransforms. A Chronomancer, he's only 1/1. Cryptek, Luminar Xeris, 3/3, Secrets of the Soul. Sacrifice another creature. Add amount of black mana to your... Add an amount of black mana equal to the sacrifice creature's mana value. Locust Heavy Destroyer, Lichguard, 2/3. That makes sense. Guardian Protocols for 4 sacrifice Lichguard. Return all legendary creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. That's amazing. Deathmarks, Overlords. Because you only got one of each card in Commander, right? Shard of the Nightbringer. It's 8. 8/8 flyer. Drain life. When Shard of the Nightbringer enters the battlefield, if you cast it, target your opponent loses half their life rounded up. You gain life equal to the life lost in this way. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Shard of the Void Dragon. 7/7 flying. Spear of the Void Dragon. Whenever Shard of the Void Dragon attacks, each opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent. Matter Absorption. Whenever an artifact is put in the graveyard from the battlefield or is put in exile from the battlefield, put 2 1/1 counters on Shard of the Void Dragon. Oh my god. Scorpec Lord, 3/2 with Menace. Technomancer. Their name is Death. Destroy all non-artifact creatures. Oh my god. For 6. Tomb Blades. Trazeen the Infinite. There he is. Legendary artifact creature Necron. 4/6 Death Touch, Prismatic Gallery. As long as Trazeen the Infinite's on the battlefield, it has all activated abilities of all artifact cards in your graveyard. Oh my god. That's his stuff. The War in Heaven. That's cool. You get a Saga. Stage 1, draw 3 cards and lose 3 life. Mill 3 cards. Choose up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value of 8 or less in your graveyard. Return each of them to the battlefield with Necrodermis counter on it. They're artifacts in addition to their other type. Scarabs, Spiders, Tomb Sentinels, Wraiths, Convergence of Dominion, Crypt Thralls, Ghost Arcs, Monolith, a Resorb as equipment, the Scepter of Eternal Glory, a Tomb Fortress, the Beacon of Unrest, Living Death, Mutilate, Caged Sun, Endless Atlas. Draw a card, activate only if you control 3 or more lands of the same name. Some 3 swamps. Gilded Lotus, add 3 mana of any color. I like that that's a very cool, like, classic card that they've used the Necron art for. Mystic Forge, look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast artifact spells and colorless spells from the top of your library. Pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library. And then Sculpting Steel. You may have Sculpting Steel enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact on the battlefield. Cool. That's cool. I like that it's, I'll probably play the Necron one first because I like that it's a mono deck. That's really, really cool. I know there's some other decks as well. Obviously there is, they're all in here, I think. Throw in one of these boxes. There is one for the Imperium. They're on the cover of one of these things. There it is, yeah. So there's the Tyranids, there's the Imperium is the other 2. So there's 4 commander decks in total for this. They're available. And I definitely am excited about these 2 as well, the Tyranids and the Imperium one. So I'll probably pick up all 4 eventually. I know Cash is going to want me to. And we'll play some games. If I can find someone to play with me, maybe Mike will do it. I'm not really sure who's going to play Magic with me online, but I'd love to actually play a game and like record it. But tell me in the comments what you think. This is not something obviously that I do. I'm not a big card game guy. But I did play card games in high school. Like I played the original, you know, like first 2 editions of Magic right through Ice Age. And I do basically know how to play the different version, the different formats. Obviously, Commander, each player chooses a legendary creature to be their commander and builds a 99 card deck around that creature. That sounds pretty easy. I can do that. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that look at the cool promotional decks for Commander and this crazy crossover that if you asked me to 2022 what was going to happen, they were going to have 40k Magic the Gathering, I would have never believed you. But here we are. It's pretty exciting and fun. And yeah, more fun, silly, stupid one-off crossovers, I think, is good for everybody. So big thanks for watching. We'll see you for more of this in the future. It's been Ash. Have a good night. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look through the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily. My 2 kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continuing to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Desperate Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements, like Last Days, Gamma Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.